Hello, how's it going? Today, we're leaving the surface of Azeroth and we're going back out into space. Because maybe there's a little storyline out there that we're finally getting a bit more development on, involving a character called Sargeras. You excited? You're probably not excited. Let's go! Sargeras sat meditating on the fate of the universe. He was consumed by his fear that the Void Lords had already succeeded in corrupting a world soul. Doubt and despair twisted his every thought, and he became more certain than ever that creation itself was fatally flawed. He knew the only way to spare the universe was to purge it with fire, and so began his burning crusade. As a side note, I don't know how many jokes are going to be in this video. Some of the subject matter doesn't exactly leave moments for me to be like, boobies! We'll see. I'll try. Sargeras required a vast force of unquenchable rage. He knew of only one place that held such power and potential: Mardoom, the plane of banishment. Over the ages, the prison had become bloated with fell magic and vengeful demons that he and Agramar had put there in the first place. So this doesn't seem like the brightest idea anyone's ever had. Due to the presence of fell magic and demons, Mardoom had warped into a realm of nightmare. Torrents of fell energy bombarded the prison's walls. Sargeras ignored the alarm bells going off in his head and tore the prison asunder, allowing the wrathful denizens to escape into the physical universe. The subsequent explosion of fell magic was a little bit more powerful than Sargeras had anticipated, and by a little bit, I mean a lot. His eyes burst into flames. His skin split apart, revealing an endless furnace of blistering hate. Despite these horrific physical changes, his mind remained focused on a single purpose: to prevent the Void Lords of possessing creation. Gonna need to murder everything. Boobies! See what I mean? As the demons poured from the rift, Sargeras imbued them with his power, uniting them as one in an inferno of fell magic. Although the demons had previously tapped into the volatile energies of the twisting nether, they'd never experienced the pure might and rage to be found in Sargeras' fell. Some grew in size and stature, others felt new cunning and intelligence. Sargeras had learnt by this point how to permanently destroy a demon, and so he gave them an ultimatum: fight at my command, or die. This wasn't exactly a hard choice. Disobedience was practically impossible. Sargeras was too powerful, and the demons actually kind of wanted to be agents of extinction. That was instinctively what they'd been doing anyway. Sargeras unleashed his new army, the Burning Legion, on the innumerable worlds of the Great Dark Beyond. The first world they fell upon did not contain a slumbering titan, but it had been ordered by the Pantheon in ages past. They incinerated the civilizations that dwelled there, wiping out dozens of sentient species. The consular that had been charged with overseeing the world arrived, and Sargeras annihilated it with ease. Agramar was the first to learn of the consular's demise. As more news of demonic invasions reached him, he decided to investigate. He arrived just in time to witness the Legion scouring another world, and the twisted being leading them. I imagine his heart sank a bit, because it's his super bestest friend Sargeras, who he's been missing immensely all this time. He was stunned. He demanded an explanation from Sargeras. Sargeras offered none, only declaring that his burning crusade was the sole means to purify the universe. Anyone who stood against him would burn. Agramar probably cried a little bit. He knew words weren't going to sway Sargeras, so he challenged him to single combat. And with that, the two greatest warriors the universe had ever known came to blows. Agramar soon found himself outmatched. Turns out Titans are susceptible to fell magic. Sargeras shattered Agramar's defences and sent him reeling in agony. In a desperate final counterattack, Agramar summoned all of his power and struck at Sargeras. The two blades met, and we've all seen films before: big bright explosions, Sargeras and Agramar fly apart, weapons smashed to pieces, that kind of thing. Heavily wounded by the blast, Agramar retreated back to the Pantheon and explained what the balls had happened. The Pantheon had no idea how to stop this threat, but they all agreed they couldn't just sit idly by. So, the combined might of the Pantheon set off to confront Sargeras and his Burning Legion. Should I leave it there? Nah. Let's keep going. Aman'thul pleaded with Sargeras to abandon his crusade. He told Sargeras of Azeroth, a fledgling world soul with more potential than any of the Pantheon had ever seen. I have no idea why Aman'thul gave out this information so quickly, freely and willingly. It just seems so dumb to me that he saw this giant, fiery monster man with a demon army, responsible already of decimating a number of planets, and he's like, so there's this planet, right? It's got a titan in it, and it's great. Sargeras obviously just stood there listening intently. Agramar believed, despite the fact Sargeras had just tried to kill him, that there was still something noble lingering within. So he laid down his arms and he approached Sargeras, and he started reeling off memories, anecdotes, you know. Hey Sargeras, remember that time we were fighting demons and that thing happened? Remember the tickle fight? You remember? I remember. And Sargeras punched him in the neck. Okay, again, he didn't specifically punch him in the neck. What actually happened was Sargeras howled with rage and struck Agramar down, nearly cleaving the Titan in two. Infuriated by this murder, the remaining Pantheon launched an all-out assault on Sargeras. The Pantheon wielded powers incomprehensible to mortal minds, and yet even they could not overcome Sargeras' fel-fueled might. He bombarded them with fel fire until he'd broken their will to fight. That rhymed. To seal their demise, he summoned a massive fellstorm that would consume their bodies and souls. Just as the onslaught of energy enveloped the defeated Titans, Norgannon made one last attempt to stave off oblivion. He bent raw energies of the universe to his will, weaving a protective shroud around the Titan's spirit and launching them into the Great Dark. While their disembodied souls hurtled off into space, Sargeras' fellstorm obliterated what remained of their physical forms. Jesus, so many F's and S's. Sargeras had no idea the Titan's spirits had survived, and so he declared the Burning Legion victorious. The Pantheon was no more. Plus, idiot aman'thul had now provided a tantalizing clue about a powerful world soul called Khaz'goroth. Its whereabouts remained a mystery, but without the Pantheon to oppose him, Sargeras felt confident that he could find this planet before the Void Lords did and burn it with fire. So we're leaving it there! I bloody love that part of the story. It feels so epic to me. I mean, I guess I'm biased because I play the game and stuff, but seriously, I don't really get why anyone wouldn't enjoy that. I mean, the quality of the video might be pants, but you can't say the story isn't good. If you did enjoy the video, give us a thumbs up, talk to me in the comments. You can subscribe if you want to as well. It's all very much appreciated. So the next video is due on Tuesday. All that's left to say is thanks very much for watching, and see ya!